Wow, it's actually nice out here. They said it was going to warm up a little bit. This is definitely warmer. It's just a little cool, that's all. Just a little cool. I'll put on my sweater and jacket anyway, just in case, but hell, once I get to the train station, I may take off my jacket and leave my sweater on. How's it going? It is Thursday morning, one day closer to Friday. I'm definitely happy about that. Some crazy stuff happening. Some crazy stuff. I'm telling you, there's a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, let me just get across the street here. What's up, woman? Some woman looked at me and I was like, well, you never seen a black man crossing the street before? Oh. Wish you could see all this. Navigating all this. No sidewalk street. Do this every morning. Sorry for all the bouncing, but I'm being knocked around here too. A lot of turbulence on this grass. I'm actually wondering, how is Lumia doing in the market right now? Is it doing well? Just basing it off one of my managers, team leaders, he asked me about the Nokia, and he spoke to someone else about the Galaxy Note. I guess I didn't sell him on the Nokia that well. And he actually went to a Windows 8 briefing presentation at Catapult Systems. And they're one of the leading Microsoft partners here in Austin, Texas. And was very impressed with Windows 8 and Windows Phone 8, but he ended up getting the Galaxy Note for it. And I think his reasons were the apps. It's just the apps. And I know there's a lot of, I personally don't get it, really. I only have 10 apps on my phone, really. And I'm not really an app user, I guess. What I look at is the capabilities of the phone that already comes with it, And the Windows Phone 8 and the Windows Phone 7, that's pre-released before, already came with the features that I would use most. It does it actually does everything that I wanted to do out of the box. There's a couple of things I'll add to it, but I think in the Windows Phone 8, I'll probably have maybe, 20 apps. And the apps that are available is what I use. I know a lot of people complain about Instagram. It's not available for Windows Phone. I don't have an Instagram account, so that doesn't really. I have Flickr, and Flickr will work on a Windows Phone, and it is not just a separate application. It actually works with the photo hub, the photo album that's built into the phone. So it's like a extension to the OS. So any photos that any photos that I take will automatically be uploaded to my SkyDrive and my Flickr account, which I think is pretty freaking awesome, don't you think? But, you know, a lot of people, I guess, don't see the value in what Windows Phone 8 can do. In my opinion, it's the best corporate phone there is. iPhone and iPad out of the box does not work that well in the corporate environment. It does not. I mean, and that I do know for sure. You have to, there are a lot of apps in the App Store that can make it work in the corporate environment. And I know in iOS 6, Apple has added a lot of corporate security and features that will make it more corporate friendly in the iPad and iPhone. But it's still not, I mean, I'm serious. It's not going to, the iPhone and iPad out of the box, it's not made for it. It isn't. But the Windows Phone 8 is. The Windows Phone 8, out of the box, I'm talking about you just got the phone, you open up the box, and you sign in to your on-premise account, or if you have an Office 365 account, it automatically signs into that, and voila, your email set up, calendars, and not just that, your Microsoft Office 365 SharePoint site automatically syncs up. Bam, out of the box. And I mean, how easy is that? Whether you have Office 365 or you have, on-premise SharePoint, Exchange, and all that. Now, if you have on-premise deployments, there may be a few extra setup things you got to set up. But here's the thing, though. You have to set it up if you're using on-premise equipment. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to download anything, because you don't. On the Windows Phone 8, you don't have to download anything, because out of the box, what you need is like the server name, your username, password, and maybe a couple of extra things. You know, you have to download a certificate from your server, which will ask you automatically, are you sure you want to download the certificate? Once it downloads that certificate, your phone is then connected to that SharePoint server, and then you have access to all your corporate documents. But Office 365 with Windows Phone 8 and 7.5, keep in mind 7.5, it makes it even easier than that. Because all you have to do is sign into your Office 365 account with your email address and password, which is called a Microsoft Online Services ID, or is it called Microsoft Services Online ID, MSOD, whatever. With your Microsoft Online Services, I think it's called ID, it's not the Microsoft ID, it's the Microsoft Online Services ID, your Office 365 email address, and the account settings. This is how easy, I mean, I'm telling you folks, it's this easy. If you have a business and it's on Office 365, all you got to do is go into your accounts in the settings, enter in your email address and password. That's it. Your email, your task, your calendars, your contacts automatically sync up. But any phone does that, right? But also, the Office Hub also grabs it, so that when you go into the Office Hub, all your documents that are on your SharePoint site are automatically there. Folks, I mean, that is just too damn easy. If you had a Google phone and your company uses Office 365, it is not that easy. If you have an iPhone or iPad, you got to download some stuff. And some of those apps are not free. Those apps are not free. Some of them are. Some of them are, some of them are not. So you have to tinker and dabble and plug and point and poke in order to get your phone to work with your corporate credentials. And a lot of people don't see that. They really don't. But I guess it all depends on what you need your phone for. Are you going to use your phone mostly for business? Or are you going to use your phone just for fun and a little bit of business? Like, all you want is to access You just want to access your emails. You don't care about accessing your documents on the fly. But here's the thing that you got to think about. If you worked on a document that's on SharePoint and you upload it, you also have a couple of documents on SkyDrive that you haven't placed on SharePoint yet. This is how easy it is to edit the document. You worked on the document, you uploaded to SharePoint, and you asked your one of your workmates to take a look at it and make some edits. But you got to go, because you got to go across town to go to a meeting. You go to your meeting. You don't have your laptop with you. Or you do, but you don't have internet connection. Then, all of a sudden, you're like, ooh. You get a link message, because you have Microsoft Link on your phone, saying that, that person looked at the document and made some edits, and that you would like, that person would like you to take a look at what they done. So you do. Oh, my computer, I don't have internet? Okay, let me get my phone out. You open up the document, and it's that easy. And you can see what they done. You can make edits, save it, and it'll save it back to SharePoint, and they can view it, and there it is. See how easy that is? It is that easy. It's called collaboration. You can do it easier on a Windows phone than you can on an iPhone or Google. Microsoft is planning on making these processes easier for people who do have iPhone and Google, but it's not there yet. There isn't an easy process for Google and for Android and iPhone. Now, Microsoft, they tried to play off the Windows Phone 8 as a fun phone, and it is. It's got Facebook, it's got built-in Twitter, all that stuff's built in. Plus, you can download Facebook and Twitter as a separate application that will give you a few more features. Like the built-in Facebook and Twitter, it lets you text message and follow and read people's messages. But with the Facebook app and the Twitter app that you can install on top of that, it gives you more features like accessing groups and different pages. It just gives you a few more features. And one thing that's great about the phone is that out of the box, it is a fun phone automatically. You just plug in your Facebook credentials, you plug in your Twitter credentials, you add your Gmail account to the phone, your Outlook.com account with your Microsoft ID, Hotmail or Live account. You input your Yahoo email address in there, and then you input your corporate credentials. If you have Office 365, you're just adding your Office 365 email address. Voila, your phone is set up. That's it. And, a little bit of customization, you got to, select the color that you like, as your primary color, like red or purple, blue, green, whatever you like. Mostly if your phone, Windows Phone 8 has a variety of colors as far as the face of the phone, which is great. It's a good thing that they're coming out with these bright colors because then your case is already there, basically. I still recommend that you get a case, though. I don't care how tough they say the Nokia Lumia 920 is, I still recommend a case. Okay? I can't tell you how many times I dropped this phone and the case saved it. I dropped this phone hundreds of times, and this little case that I have on this phone saved it. The Nokia Lumia 920, I heard it's tough, and it can stand a few drops. Still recommend a case. God bless us here. Peace.